All right. Tuesday night video, Ben. I haven't prepped you for this one in any way, shape, or form. But last week, when we did the video, actually no, last week when we did the podcast, we started with the rapid fire questions,
Yeah.
and apparently a lot of people enjoyed that. So I thought maybe we'll do a video of rapid fire questions,
Okay.
and maybe I'll throw a bunch of them at you, and we'll just go until it sort of peters out, or yeah, and then next week you can throw some at me.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, cool. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. These are pretty obscure. Some of them are random. We'll see.
I love both obscure and random.
No. All right. So if Quentin Tarantino was to remake any Hitchcock film, which one do you think he would remake?
Which one would he remake?
Oh no, which one should he remake?
I think he should remake The Lady Vanishes.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's probably my favorite Hitchcock movie, and it's got a whole bunch of cool stuff on that train that I think would be really awesome under the Tarantino gaze.
Okay, interesting. I've thought about that question for you, but I haven't thought about what my answer would be to that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe even something like Marnie.
Yeah, like one of the weird ones. One of the weird ones.
Yeah, what about here's one for you. Speed 3 needs a concept. What's your idea?
I think like a terrorist has hijacked a shopping center, and the hero is a retired man on a mobility scooter, and they have the world's slowest chase sequence through the shopping center. Excellent.
That's a great idea. See, when you first said shopping center, I'm thinking maybe it's like the little kiddies' carousel is out of control.
Funnily enough, they just never get closer to each other. But if the carousel ever drops under 10 centimeters per hour or whatever the speed, I don't know what this 1 kilometer an hour, then it explodes. That would be great too.
And you got to keep the coins coming.
Oh, I just realised that I've got you recorded on. I think I've got your sound coming in on my sound. Does that matter?
No, you do have my sound coming in on yours.
Yeah, because I don't have my headphones plugged into the sound again. I took it off.
Leave it in. Let's see how we go.
Hang on, it's all tangled up in the tripod.
So we don't edit these videos, folks. This is
so you're getting all of this.
You're getting all this. This is part of the appeal.
The live. My headphones, they're like coat hangers. They just get tangled in everything. Come on. There.
I spend my every day of the week trying to
untangle headphones.
Yeah, I need some earpods.
Yeah.
You'd be technically retarded if you tangled your earpods.
Yeah. But trust me, I could do it.
All right, how are we going?
All right, I'm hooked up. We're hooked in.
All right. Favorite Jackie Chan movie?
Ooh. Twin Dragons.
Ooh, obscure.
Yeah, he plays twins, and there's a motif, and one's a concert pianist and the other's a martial artist, and there's one scene where the martial artist takes control of the concert pianist, and he beats up a bunch of bad guys. It's some awesome choreography.
Was that before or after Double Impact?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. It was definitely like after things like Rumble in the Bronx and stuff like that. I don't know where that fits in. I think
Double Impact probably came first.
Came first, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was after Rumble in the Bronx.
All right. Do you agree that next one? Do you agree that Fraternity Vacation is a good movie?
I do definitely agree. It's a phenomenal film, and with an all-star cast.
Do you own it on VHS?
Damn straight, I do. I do. It's right. It's right over there.
Excellent. The dad from Elf is in that.
Yeah, and he plays the dad of the guy who would later go on to both star in Fright Night. Was it Fright Night 2?
No,
I think
number one.
Is he number one? And then
Gay porn star?
Yeah, and then be a gay porn star, yeah.
Yeah. What was his name in Hollywood? It was Jeffrey Stevens? No,
Yeah, something
Jeffrey
like that.
something.
Do you want me to get the tape?
Nah.
I'll get the tape.
No, it's okay. I'm trying to remember what his porn name was, but he's had a bit of a resurgence in Hollywood again over the last 10 years.
Oh, right.
Making cameos in some average films.
I mean,
Anyway.
he was great in that. Like, he was much better than, like, say, an Eddie Deason in that kind of role. And it was
I
like
hate Eddie Deason.
The surprising thing about Eddie Deason was that he starred in some he was into big films.
Eddie Deason was an absolute legend. Like, I idolize this guy. And sometimes when you get to know your heroes, they just disappoint you.
Oh, right. Did you?
He's a real nasty piece of work.
Right. Did you meet?
Yeah.
Did you meet him or interview him?
No, neither. Way back, we were friends on Facebook for a long time and chatted a fair bit. And then, we don't do politics on this podcast, but his politics did come out, and it came out hard. And he was one of those, like, if you don't agree with me, you're a fucking idiot, that kind of person.
Wow.
And he got really nasty on people, and I just had to sort of remove him.
Right. Wow.
Same deal with, do you know the Kipper Kids?
No.
They were like an avant-garde kind of theatre troupe. They were the two weird guys in Forbidden Zone. They do the...
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen.
Okay, one of those guys is married to Bette Midler, and the other one just became like a hermit online and started attacking people who didn't agree with him politically, and it was just nasty stuff. These people are my heroes, and I just have to sort of wipe them from my lives. Anyway,
right.
That's a 10.
Isn't that what is it Kamal from the Jerky Boys does now?
Oh,
Does
really?
he just attack people online?
Oh, well, what else you gonna do when you got nothing else?
Yeah. I suppose it's the evolution of the prank call. Maybe he's just pranking them.
Yeah. Jurassic Park 2 or 3?
Oh, 2.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum.
True. But then you got Sam Neill in Part 3.
Yeah.
All right. Grumpy old men. Were you a Mathau fan or a Lemon fan?
Matau.
Yep.
Any day of the week.
Yes. What movies they were. Wish they'd done a third one.
I wouldn't go that far, Glenn. I was happy with the 2.
Well, they went ahead and did Grumpy Old Men 2. No, sorry, The Odd Couple 2. They could have just done Grumpy Old Men 3 instead.
But isn't Brent Spiner in The Odd Couple 2? Isn't he like which is the one where they go on the boat?
Yeah.
Is that Odd Couple 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brent Spiner is the dancing instructor / a villain.
I don't remember, but you're probably right.
When Star Trek The Next Generation actors become the villain in your
That's right,
sequel, then you're like, well, maybe it's time to hang up the shoes.
Oh. Can you name a forgotten Aussie film that everyone should see?
A forgotten Aussie film?
Well, one that most people wouldn't know about. Like, Umbrella are releasing them every bloody week, and they're like, I never heard of that before.
Yeah, right.
Are there any that you can think of that everyone should see, even if it's sort of vaguely familiar to people like us?
Well, there is a great film that was made in the 80s called Pandemonium that I believe everyone should see, which I believe I have right over here. It was released there we go. Yep. It is the story of the Nullarbor Nymph, directed by Hayden Keenan. It features the aunt from Chances and Midget Hitler and David Argue. And Amanda Dole plays the Devil Girl, and it's super weird and awesome.
I can attest to that one. I have that one on Blu-ray. I got it from Hayden's website. And
I didn't know it was available on Blu-ray.
No. My mistake. DVD. I was looking at a Blu-ray when I said that. But I can attest that it's a great film. And it's been described as like the Aussie Rocky Horror, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't want to offend Hayden or anything like that, but without any of the quality of the Rocky Horror. It's like if they take the songs out and replace it with weird like 80s kind of art sex.
Yeah.
and it's probably
Well-
probably closer to shock treatment than Rocky Horror Picture Show.
There you go. True that. It's probably closer to Forbidden Zone, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
What was I going to say? Hayden also directed a movie called Going Down, which is fantastic. Well worth a
Going
look if
Down.
anyone. Yeah, and that's got David Argue in his most genius comical performance that he's ever done. He spends the entire movie drunk on roller skates.
Perfect. Sounds like a roller boogie, but David Argue instead of Linda Blair.
That's true. It's a good film. All right, what else we got? Funny Farm or Money Pit?
Oh wow, Funny Farm.
That's always been my answer too, but I think in the last 10 years I've sort of swayed more to Money Pit.
Look, I've only seen Money Pit once, but I've seen Funny Farm a few times, and what's his wife's name? Madeline in Funny Farm? Yeah, and she's like absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, that scene where she's eating the ice cubes cracks me up.
Yeah, and what's the name of what does he eat at the restaurant? The spicy lammy.
The lamb's fry.
The lamb's fry, yeah. The lamb's testicles.
Sheep balls.
Yeah.
As a kid, that used to tickle me funny. Is Young Guns 2 better than Young Guns 1?
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much you like Ginger Lynn Allen, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, look, Young Guns is great.
She's in part 2 on the horseback, yeah?
Yeah.
You can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a scene.
I don't even really remember part 2 that much, really. Like, part 1, because they kill off most of the people in part 1. Like, that's the beauty of Young Guns, is that, like, Charlie Sheen gets killed in, like, seemingly, like, Terrence Stamp is dead in the first 10, 15 minutes of that film. Then, one by one, all the rest. So the only people that are kind of left are Emilio Estevez and, was it Kiefer Sutherland? Maybe Lou Diamond Phillips?
Yes, the three of those come back for part 2.
For part 2, yeah.
And then they're joined by Christian Slater and Alan Ruck and Balthazar Getty. Like, it's sort of the
And is it Dermot Mulrooney or someone like that?
He's in the first one.
He's in the first one?
He's the one that chews all the tobacco.
Yeah,
Casey
right.
Sesmeko, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's in the first one. But, I don't know, number 2 just has something about it for me. I like part 2 more.
Right.
I guess it's more fanciful.
Did Nate Dogg and Warren G write an awesome song based on part 2?
Bon Jovi did.
Wow.
Blaze of Glory.
Wow. Bon Jovi ain't no Nate Dogg and Warren G.
Top Gun or Days of Thunder?
Days of Thunder.
Absolutely. Correct
Like
answer.
100%. Cold Trickle forever.
Yep. Have you seen Hawk Jones?
Hawk Jones. That's not the one with the guy doing the Eddie Murphy impression throughout the whole film, is it?
Kinda. It's the blaxploitation film where all of the adult characters have been replaced with like 12-year-olds.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it, no.
It was a real classic vintage VHS that they released it on DVD in a director's cut, which you can only get from the director's website.
Wow.
And I think on his website, he's only got one review posted, and it's my review. Because I'm not the only person that reviewed it.
Who's reviewed it?
Dude, you want to find that on VHS? That'd be a...
Yeah, no, I was thinking of the movie Hawkeye, which I've only seen on VHS, which has this guy who pretty much the entire film is doing it. He's a black guy doing an Eddie Murphy impression. Like, and his Eddie Murphy impression is spot on. In fact, I think he was like an Eddie Murphy impersonator, and they saw him and they're like, yeah, you need to be in this film and do your Eddie Murphy impression. And like, but it's like a martial arts cop film. It is phenomenal.